Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Wild&Wingless, the weekend wrap-up. We've got 4 race meetings we're going to go through, so let's get stuck into it. Hey guys, as we know, we on the weekend we had a few races. The first one we had, which was at Katherine Speedway, they had the Katherine title, which was, it sounds like a pretty good event. I'm not too familiar with it, but all good there. They ended up having 3 cars. The heat winners were going to be in the first heat, the NT13 of Matthew McLennan. Well done to you. The second heat and third heat were taken out by the NT61 of Matt Seeley. And then, of course, Matt Seeley then went and took out the 25-lap feature race to win the Katherine title. So well done to Matt Seeley. He's done a really good season this year and hopefully roll on to bigger and better things. But that was an excellent event for those guys. And I think that comes to the end of the Katherine Speedway for the 23-24 season too. So all good things there. Another one we touched on was the race over in the Motorplex there. It was the City of Kawana Power Palooza. So they ended up having 19 cars all up. The heat winners ended up being the W45 of Hayden Hicks, the W6 of Travis Armstrong, and then the W84 of Darren Humphrey. The feature race ended up being 20 laps long, with your top 3 being the W56 of Brendan Wedge in first. Well done to him. The second place car was the W6 of Travis Armstrong, and the third place car was the W3 of Matt Iwanow. So well done to those guys there. Now, just a quick one that I started talking about before. I started to sort of dive into the startings and stoppings to get the pass master. So on that occasion, the overall pass master ended up being Riley Phillips in the W8 with 10 overtakes throughout the whole course of the meeting. Hats off to you, Riley. And the feature one was Justin Ragg with W15 car with 6 overtakes in the feature. So well done to you there. Okay, so now we're moving to South Australia, to Murray Bridge. They ended up having 32 cars for that event, which was pretty good. Sounds like South Australia is really starting to pick up car numbers now, which is really good for the division, but also good for their state. And also the guys are starting to become thick and fast. Like the talent over there is starting to grow. So I think sooner or later we're going to see a lot of talent. We're already seeing it. We're going to start seeing some more. Our heat winners for the night was going to be, in Heat 1 was the S11 of Tyson Martin. Heat 2 was the S26 of Rylan Furler. Heat 3 was the S14 of Matthew Tyler. Heat 4 was the S36 of Hayden Vickers. Then we had Heat 5, which was your S11 again of Tyson Martin. That's 2 heat wins. And Heat 6 was going to be S66 of Sam Martin. Heat 7 was your VX41 of Aaron Kennett. And Heat 8 was the S41 of Bronson Morrow. So well done to those guys. With the 32 car field, they obviously had a B main. B main was run and done, and your winner on that was the S10 of William Caruso. Second place was S66 Sam Martin. Third place was S36 Hayden Vickers. Fourth place, S38 of James Rudder. And the fifth place, which was your final transfer, was going to be the S86 of Kirby Hellier. Not too sure. I was quite surprised to see the S86 of Hillier in the B main. He is a wow car after all, so I thought he was going to be up there a lot more. The feature race was 25 laps, and hats off to him, the boy in the S11, just too good for the night. Tyson Martin picked up the win with a strong placing for second was the S23 of Jack McCarthy, and hats off to him, my buddy, in the S47 of Anthony Tapley. Ran at the podium, so that's awesome there. Pass master for this one was Kirby Hellier in the S86, overall 17 passes. And the pass master for the feature race was James Rodder in the S38 with 9 passes in the feature. So well done to James there. Hats off to him. I think, imagine that, 17 overtakes from Kirby Hellier. That's a night. Yeah, so that takes up the Murray Bridge round for that night. The fourth and final race of the weekend was the Wangaratta Speedway. This was a race where it got a little bit publicity on Facebook with the New South Wales cars heading down to attend. There was 24 cars, 9 cars from New South Wales, 15 cars from Victoria. This was sort of an unofficial state of origin. So last weekend you would know that we had a race at Mildura there, and a whole bunch of New South Wales cars went there to verse the South Australians. So now they've decided to pack up their little convoy and head down to Victoria to verse the Victorians at Wangaratta. Looked like a fantastic night. 24 cars, a lot of overtaking there as well. The Heat 1 winner was the NX47 of John Egan. The Heat 2 winner was an NX26 of Brad McCarthy. The Heat 3 winner was a V65 of Tyler O'Leary. Heat 4 was the N26 of Brad McCarthy again. Heat 5 was the N15 of Darcy Boulding. And Heat 6 was the N90 of Evan O'Brien. Just a personal one there. The Heat 5 winner, N15 Darcy Boulding, hats off to him, young fella, only new to the division, came from a very successful career in tar karts, comes from a fantastic family, love those guys dearly, and it was good to see him pick up his first win. And I was sad I wasn't there, but man, I'm so happy to hear that he picked up his heat win and actually led his brother home, I'm pretty sure, in a 1-2, family 1-2 that night, beat Jaden in that heat. Okay, so the feature race, 25 laps around Wangaratta Speedway, and in the end, it wasn't meant to be for the N26 of Brad McCarthy. Unfortunately, he had to bow out with a technical gremlin there. The feature race, 25 laps around, hats off to him. The young kid did it. The N15 of Darcy Boulding picked up the win ahead of his brother too, NX37 of Jaden Boulding. Well done to those two. I reckon the parents would have been jumping for joy. Terry Ann and Jason, that's awesome. NX47 of John Egan picked up the third place, the final step on the podium. So it was really cool to see that happen. The thing I liked the most, being from New South Wales, was we had 4 out of the top 5 cars from New South Wales. So well done to the New South Wales boys representing. Hats off to the Victorian guys for everything they did there. So overall, pass master for this race was there was a tie on 8 passes between the NX37 of Jaden Boulding and the NX67 of Brock Argus. So they're both overall 8 passes throughout the course of the meeting. That was cool. In the feature race, however, we had a 3-way tie. So you had the NX67 of Brock Argus, you had the N89 of Ebony Hobson, and you had the VX58 of Jake Warren. Both passed 6 cars in the feature race. Yeah, so what that tells me is that track was primed and ready for wingless racing on the weekend. So hats off to everyone there from Wangaratta Speedway. Well done to Victorian Wingless. I actually had Sean Fitzpatrick with me on Friday having a discussion about the upcoming races and all that sort of stuff. Unfortunately, we didn't really touch on this race as such, but we did talk about the new protocols they've been bringing in, and I did see that stuff over the weekend on their Facebook presence. It's just incredible. So well done to them. For this weekend, we have a lot of racing going on. We've got the Thursday night. We're going to be kicking off with practice at Sydney International Speedway. So we've got Thursday night practice. Friday night over in Perth Motorplex, you have round 1 of the development series. I believe they've got 16 cars locked in at the moment for that. So, yep, best of luck to everyone doing that race. So on Saturday night, we've got so much racing going on. We've got the Avalon Invitational. I believe we've got 3 WOW cars in that race. We've got the New South Wales Country Series at Dubbo. 26 cars are nominated there with 6 WOW cars. And then we have the BNS Earthworks Timmis Speedway Mildura with 24 cars and 2 WOW cars are entered there. So a lot of racing going on this weekend. I'm going to try and be all over it and come back to you after the weekend to give you a wrap up. But well done to all those drivers from the weekend. Hats off to the winners. And well done to the clubs and AWSR for putting on some great racing, and looking forward to what comes next. So I'm going to let you guys go. You guys have a great week ahead, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.